Hello and welcome to Todd Plays Games. I'm Tom and today we're going to start another campaign, this time in the world of Solasta, Crown of the Magister. It's a fantastic little D&D game. There's quite a lot to love. It's not the prettiest, if I'm perfectly honest. I think graphically it's nothing special, certainly with the character models and facial animations, but that doesn't take away from the story. It's what you want. It's nothing overly complex. We're not talking The Witcher here. We're talking, basically D&D with your friends. It's like there's a DM in the background. You're constantly rolling dice. You're constantly getting into fights. It's just good fun, and it's very D&D. Baldur's Gate 3 being an exception. This is the most D&D-like game I think I've ever played on a console. It's a lot of fun. We're going to start a new adventure. We're going to do the main campaign. Some of you, hopefully, have seen Mark GFL's run through, where we did a co-op run through of the DLC, which has nothing to do with this story. It's very separate, which is very D&D. So you may know what this game's about, but I haven't done the main campaign for a little while. I've played it all the way through once, so I've created some characters that I will touch on when I get into them. And we're going to have a little look. This is who we're going to take as our party of 4. So we've got Solasta Silverlight. Can we go and inspect? We can do all kinds of things. So Solasta Silverlight, he is our wizard, because it's like a cheat code for finding and doing things with magic items, identifying and stuff. It just makes things a lot cheaper. Stats wise, I have rolled these a couple of times. They're not necessarily overpowered as such. Maybe our healer is, but we'll get onto that. But he's high elf wizard, fairly straightforward. I don't think it really matters, but we've got shine as a high elf spell, and then wizard spells we've just got a couple of. We've got identify, detect magic, which are hugely helpful, and then I think shield, mage armor, fairly standard for a magic class. Magic missile is quite nice. Charm person is handy in tight pinch, and you can't beat a fireball. Light is really good in this. There's a lot of dark areas in the game, so light is fantastic, as is shine, and shocking grasp for the cantrips. So fairly straightforward on that one. We have Colgar Forgehand. Sounds a little bit like toothpaste, but we'll stick with it. He's our dwarf. Paladins are huge in this, and their auras in the later levels are immense. Level 1, everybody's level 1, so he hasn't got any spells or anything yet, but that will come down the line hopefully. Again, fairly well stacked in the areas that he needs to be stacked in. Not much going on in the intelligence or wisdom. Nothing really to go into there. The character creation, I'm not going to go into it. I don't see the point. There's probably videos out there that will go much more detail than me, but you can pick your race, your class obviously, and then you got a background choice as well, which leans into certain elements of the game, which is quite nice. We have our cleric. Clerics are huge in this, they're huge in D&D I think in general, just purely for the healing ability that they have. So this is Lila Leafheart. Again, she's pretty stacked. I did roll her stats quite a few times, and that wisdom is hopefully going to give us some real good buffs for healing early on. We don't need to go through proficiencies and stuff. A lot of this, if we need to, we'll go into it as and when it's in action. She's a life cleric, so she's focusing on healing. That's why we've gone with Phosphor as well, just a little bit of a bonus to healing. Spells, we've got Guidance, which is really nice. Sacred Flame, just for a bit of offensive power, and Spare the Dying, because I'm probably going to get killed quite a lot, or at least downed quite a lot. And then we've got Bane. Some of these might switch around. Bane, Bless is very nice. Cure Wounds is fantastic. Healing Word, pretty good. Guiding Bolt, really nice, really nice. Boosts the next attack as well, which is fantastic. Inflict Wounds, which is a nice little handy one, and Shield of Faith there, just to give us a bit more survivability. Again, nothing fancy as such. We're all level 1, so you don't want anything too overpowered. And Natalie Drayson, our human spy rogue. Basically, can I do that? Yes, I can. This is our ranged character. No spells with the rogue, but they are proficient in a lot of things. Very stealthy, hopefully pretty good with the lockpicks and things. Spy background gives us extra conversation things. I almost made a fighter because I wanted some more melee, but if I'm being honest, between the cleric and certainly the paladin, there's not going to be a lot of things that are going to cause us huge problems if we can get the buff stacked right. Wizard in the background, more for crafting spells and stuff, and then the rogue for sneaky attack damage and basically range is the sort of idea for this. We're going to do a brand new adventure, basic campaign. That's the only one I've got access to at the minute, but the DLC is out. The DLC is quite hefty. There's quite a lot in it as well, which is nice. So yeah, we're just going to go straight in. Our personal characters. I think you have the best wisdom, so we'll put you in front just for that perception bonus. And then the 2 melee are up front anyway. And then our wizard and our rogue in the back. So this is our party, and we are just going to jump straight in. I'm not going to skip anything. We're going to go through the tutorial and the intro stuff, just so you can get a feel for the world. And it'll give me a good reminder of what the controls are as well, which is going to be pretty handy. So we're just going to jump in and we're going to see how we get on with Solasta, Crown of the Magister. I'll actually just adjust my screen. See how we get on. If you are interested in playing this, if this sort of video or this series gets you interested, it is currently on PC Game Pass. I think Xbox Game Pass for the Series S and X consoles, and it is on Steam. It's usually within the sale. You probably won't have much trouble picking it up at a decent price, but it's very good. It's a lot of fun. That's why I'm playing it again, and I wanted to share a playthrough and see what trouble I can get in. But let's crack on with our new adventure.
Before the cataclysm, there were no gods on Solasta. No humans either. Then the rift opened. Some say it was a magical accident, or the work of an evil god. No one knows for sure. The cataclysm destroyed the old High Elf Empire. Manicalan, they called it, and twisted the land beyond recognition. Now, only the brave and the foolish go there, in search of ancient treasures. But something is happening deep in those Badlands. Whatever it is, it can't be good.
It's the year 1024 after the cataclysm. New states have arisen around the Badlands, and crave its treasures. Newly discovered road offers a safer route to the ruined heart of the Empire from the Principality of Masgarth. Masgarth? Oh, it's Masgarth. Where am I getting that from? Masgarth, setting the balance of power. The Legacy Council is formed to ensure that this knowledge is shared. It issues a call for agents to explore the Badlands in its name. Adventurers flock to Caer Kiflin, the Principality's capital, and the home of the Council. 4 strangers meet in a grave keep's cask, close to the Council chambers. You've got to start D&D in an inn, right?
This beer tastes like donkey piss. Not that I'm complaining.
I'd complain if my beer tasted like donkey piss.
Is this the place for the Legacy Council job? Hope I'm not too late. Ran into a bit of trouble on the way here.
Sit, relax. Perhaps you'd enjoy a pint of this obnoxious ale.
If you're here for the council job, get in line. Though if this Lord Karen doesn't show up soon, I may go looking for him.
Another round, barkeeper. 4 of your finest flagons of donkey piss, please.
I see you're all making the best of this.
Indeed. You mentioned something about some trouble. Would you care to elaborate?
I was proceeding down the highway, minding my own business, when 3 brigands burst from the bushes and waylaid me. They carried me off to some ramshackle prison, an imperial ruin of some sort. Fortunately, the walls were as weak as this indifferent ale we're drinking.
And something else about this game, the subtitles don't match what they say. There's certain words that will be different in the subtitles. The meaning is the same. But yeah, I'd forgotten about that. It's not 100% accurate. Let's just get this set up. So up here you've got like your damages and stuff. You can see what's hitting you, and it's quite handy to see. I think everything else is fairly standard. We've lost all of our stuff because obviously we've been captured, but they've left the door open. A lot of these tutorials and things I'm gonna skip because having played the game before, this is really just a quick refresher, and so you guys can see the early game. And anything that I can't work out how to do, I'll have to Google. That's usually how these games work. So it's when we got a journal, find a way out. Obviously, let's just see if we get out here. It's actually not. It's not the worst tutorial. It takes you through everything in its own little way. So. And what I do like is if you press Alt on my setup, you can see what you can loot and what you can't. So we will take that torch. I'm gonna make that smaller because it just feels a little big on the screen. Carry on. We need to get our stuff back. Here we go, the grand escape. Let's see how good our athletics are. Jump across there? We can. Right. So this doesn't... Where's all of our stuff then? Get across there? Purely just traversal. I think fighting comes in a little bit later. Go across. We'll jump in the hole. They were kind of asking for that. I'm not gonna lie. This chest should give us all of our equipment. So, oh, as if by magic, it's all just equipped. Loot everything. We're going to try and loot as much as possible. It's a light crossbow, that's fine. You can edit your starting gear for your characters as well. They've obviously got a fixed thing and you can just go in and change. I went for shield and spear. I think you can throw spears as well, so I may want to get an axe or something simple that the cleric can use. Looted that. I think it's time just to go and get back to the tutorial.
Nice move, that trick with the wall. Glad you're no worse for wear.
This council needs to get organized. They have no right to keep us waiting like this.
I don't mind waiting as long as they pay us for our bloody time.
Well, let me tell you my story then. I too was accosted on the way here, but I faced my foes head on.
Let's hear it then. Don't be shy.
There's just something just slightly charming about how things just don't quite link up. The animations don't really link up to the words they're saying and stuff. But I love this. There's so many dice checks and the dice just appear above your character, which is really nice. You can see who gets what. This is just basically talking you through combat. What I want to do, if it'll let me... Oh, I'm not really worried. We will... Big old smack with the axe. And if I move away, they're going to attack anyway, so we'll just stay where we are. Oh well, he dashed over quite far. I think it wanted me to run away then. One of the nice things in this game that can come in very handy is a shove action. You can knock them prone, so for bigger stuff. Don't know if it works for bigger stuff actually. There's certain things you can knock back or knock to the floor, which just gives you advantage on melee hits. But we will try the knockoff. I know it's cruel. We're gonna have to stay there or it's going to attack us again, I guess. I mean, they can't roll for anything. This is all fixed. Next option, if you want, you can dodge, disengage. In fact, what I might just do is disengage, which means that I can make a move and not get attacked. And we'll see if it comes after us, which it does. It's very rare that I disengage. Maybe with the rogue I would. But yeah, most of the time I'm just going to be attacking.
You were doomed.
Big old hit. And we are now back to just standard exploring, so we'll have everyone down here and wait for the next set of wolves to come after us. Oh, this is the disengage bit. So, as always, we will go first, and it wants me to disengage. You want me to go there? Oh, well, why are you not letting me? I tell you what, I can't do anything. Oh, I'm forced to do the action, right? Okay. So there's interactive pieces for battles and things.
What a bunch of namby-pambies. You're lucky you weren't attacked by Sorax.
I don't remember anyone asking your opinion.
The Badlands are thick with them, shape-shifting bastards.
Go easy on him. He's just a harmless old drunk. Probably saw lizard folk or dragonborn or something.
You think I don't know the difference? All those spines on their backs, those jaws. You've never seen anything like it. Not lizard folk, not troglodyte, not dragonborn, I'm telling you.
No one believes in Sorax anymore. Except the Church of Einar, of course. There's a Sorak under every bed if you believe them.
Easy now. Don't mock people for their faith.
Read them books. Sorax are masters of deception, infiltration. Anyone here could be a Sorak. You'd never know.
Oh, come on.
Huh, you'll see.
So, anyway. Sorax might be legend, but orcs are quite real, and not just in the Badlands. I stumbled across a secret settlement right here in the Principality.
What?
I traveled here from the east and left the main highway, hoping to save time by traversing the hills. The views were magnificent, but I should have kept my eye on the path, because it gave way beneath my feet, plunging me into a Stygian darkness.
I don't know what a Stygian is.
That's going to leave a mark.
So this is our wizard. Lighting, light sources, and all this stuff. Lighting is massive in this game. Well, do we have a torch instead?
A little light is always welcome.
Get into reading or crafting books and things later. Right. Object you touch them, it's right, okay. So I can't actually do that with any of this, but what we will do is light the torches with our torch.
Let there be light.
And we have to examine the totem. We didn't do very well.
Peculiar style of art. Clearly the work of some savage hand.
If we'd have rolled higher, we'd have got more information, I think. Do we need to heal? Maybe we do. Really want to waste... Oh, we don't have. We don't have a healing potion, so there's got to be one somewhere. That would be here. Do all, reorder. Drink. There we go, full health. Again, this stuff is all fairly well scripted.
There they are. Discretion is clearly the better part of valor in this instance.
So, because we're going sneaking, it makes more sense to not have our torch out. Basically want to go up there. Nice and easy. And up the ladder. And open the door. Which I don't think you can see past there, but it's given us a nice little side option to get out. Sneak around these orcs, so we'll do that. And let's go for... There's 4 orcs down there. Can't jump either, as a as a wizard apparently. I always thought there was something to loot around here yesterday. Let's go loot the mossy rock. Does not like jumping at all. Really doesn't like jumping. another huge part of D&D is the good old campfire.
No other means of egress is apparent. Fine. I shall wait until they go. These creatures do hunt, right?
Let's hope. So what we'll do now is take a long rest, which is again another big mechanic in this game. Would like to prepare spells. For now, I'll drop Charm Person. Take Identify. What is your armor? Your AC is 13, so we'll just drop that and take Charm Person. 'Cause shield. If that costs a spell, I'd rather just do shield. Mage armor's not that. I thought that was. I thought that did more. I thought that was just a +2 to your armor class, but it obviously isn't. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll stick with that, I think. Long rest done. Have these orcs buggered off? Yes, they have. Before they return, let's get out of here. Well, let's go, let's go.
Not sure I would have slept so close to a horde of orcs.
Orcs have a very distinctive stink.
If Lord Karen keeps us waiting much longer, I might greet him with a dagger.
We've all told a tale of our travels here. All but one of us.
Yeah, but I have good reason for that. It's none of your bloody business.
You can't have a true friendship without trust. What are you hiding?
Fine. You want to know the truth? I stopped on the way here to visit an old friend of mine and discovered he was up to his eyeballs in debt with a loan shark.
So he was in dire straits.
Indeed. He put up a family heirloom as collateral and wanted me to reacquire it. Because, you see, I can be quite stealthy when necessary.
Maybe the script isn't that good either. It's a little simplistic. But I think these guys are a small team. And overall, what they've done is fantastic. We're going to go cautious. We're going to have the bow. Look at all this. That's all we can really do. Oh, we got 2 thieves' tools for some reason. Oh, we've got our armor on. That will do. I want to stick with the bow because the bow is just keeps you out of trouble a bit more, I think. It just talks about stealth, cautious mode, all that. We have spotted some tracks as well. We're going to do a little bit of looting. Basically just talks you through the... Yeah, you haven't got any thieves' tools, now we've got 3 sets.
Liam, always thoughtful.
This is very much on rails, I believe. Nice and simple. Get out of the way and go and open the door. +6 is pretty nice, I have to say. There is a couple of guys there. Obviously we don't want to get seen. Don't think that we'll do. Guy there. Again, there's 2 guys there. But I think that they're just going to stare into each other's eyes. And care about the creaky door. Right, let's thieve this heirloom back. Another thing about the rogues, I think it's just rogues, it might be other classes as well, you disarm traps. No, we didn't disarm that. I can't attack it. Hopefully what we'll do, we'll just trigger it when we take 1 poison damage. Didn't know what else I could do. You can't re-roll. Maybe we'll fix this one. Why can't we loot that one either? Again, can we do this trap or not? We can with a 14, and hopefully heirloom time. There we go. That is Liam's heirloom, and let's sneak out. It's like Liam's here though.
There you are, you filthy crook!
You? What? You're drunk. Get out of here before I kill you.
Think you scare me? Not anymore.
A grave mistake.
Oh mate, Liam.
What are you doing here? I told you I'd take care of it.
Is clearly desperate to get himself killed. We will obviously go first, and with the bow we will just attack the lone shark. Because we're in stealth, we get advantage, and on a natural 20 we do double damage plus sneak attack. Job done.